This video is brought to you by Tapia Seats.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cat. I'm always angry.
Good evening, Ampheads. This is Richie Ramos reporting to you live in Maryland for the Uncle Richie Show. Here today, I got something special. The fact that I told Taiho to get rid of this piece of shit and dump it in the dumpster after CC Ryder from Washington gave it to him, he goes and does this. He resurrected this Bandit, OG, number 3, if I'm not mistaken. And let me take you through the paces of what E-Biker Maryland did. He stripped the bike fully. He then drove almost 300 miles to Brooklyn to RK Moto. Shout out to Carlos and Diego for this awesome, bright, brilliant, sparkle yellow paint. These guys are top notch. I cannot stress that enough. Okay? Now this bike is very special to me for 2 reasons. First of all, it was powered by the original Hornet Bandit battery up until this morning, because that wasn't enough for Taiho. He goes on and puts a 60 volts powerful lithium battery, okay, with a Subaton 80 controller, with a 3000 watt QS motor. We got Rusty here also. Shout out to Tapia for this covered compartment storage space that Taiho and I butchered because it was too big. So we started cutting and splicing, and we did the best we could. Anyway, in the front, we started with a handlebar that Taiho put from a Super 73 because the one that Mackie put was too small, too slow. Taiho put these nice turning signals, running lights, and then when you put the turn signal on, look at that, fire. Headlight is original from what CC had put on the bike itself. We got Magura brakes, MT5s, the 203 rotors. Our signature mirrors that we've been using for 3 years. We got USB port. Hey, can't forget about that USB port. Pinstriping by Rotor Customs. And another special feature this bike has that I like so much and it's dear to me is it has the original Hornet Bandit Tapia seat. This seat is 3 years old, still retains its full shape, and it's as soft as ever. Can't go wrong with that. We got some aftermarket shocks, wrapped by Taiho himself, a carbon fiber wrap. Rear signals in the back again, with the taillights. 3000 QS motor, I think I mentioned that already. He bought an aftermarket chain tensioner, Gucci. We added yellow pedals to match the bike, black and yellow. Phone holder. And I gotta tell you, I regret telling Taiho to get rid of this bike. We just did a 29-mile ride on 60 volts. I got it up to 50, but the rear shock here happens to be leaking oil on the rim and I almost bust my ass. So Taiho already ordered the new ones. And other than that, the bike ran phenomenal. I mean, I am so impressed. It reminds me so much of my Hornet Bandit, only that it's faster. And future upgrades is going to be tires, because these tires, Taiho just put them for the meantime, because the original tires that came with the bike were all messed up. So he just ordered the tires and the shocks. So everybody knows I always nickname my bikes and stuff. I mean, even though this is not my bike, but she is known as the Phoenix Bandit because Taiho resurrected from the ground up. So there's a lot of money spent, and some people might say it's not worth it, but let me tell you, you ride this puppy, it's worth every penny. So a nice display with the QS motor, and we got horn, turn signals, headlight switch. Taiho did all this himself. All right, he even put a key. Turn on key ignition job. He put these beautiful lights. And a special shout out to Max Minton. He's the one that the many trips that Taiho made to New York, he went to a couple of people, they couldn't do it. Max Mittens, formerly from Powerful Lithium, he started the build. But due to his new job, he couldn't finish it. So Taiho went and picked it up, and he did all the electronics, I mean, everything else. So shout out to Max Mitten, shout out to Powerful Lithium for the power, shout out to Tapia for the Tapia seat. And yeah, so Spark Cycle with the OG Bandit, and Tapia with this beautiful enclosure that Taiho and I butchered, because we did butcher it. It wasn't like this. It was 100 times better. But he made this for the original Bandit, my Hornet Bandit, which seems to be taller because of the control box. So this was too big for this bike. So we had to cut here, we had to cut here, we had to cut all over. So we did the best we could with the fabric, and you know, hey, we're not upholsters, but I think it came out good, you know. So new crank, you know, so yeah, so that's basically it. The Phoenix Bandit is born. Awesome ride, and stay tuned for more future ride videos with this bike. Beautiful bike, thanks to eBiker Maryland. So with that being said, keep it between the ditches, wear your helmet, and leave no one behind. This is Uncle Richie for Frantic TV. Peace and pants.